Hello, No, I'm not gonna rip off Markiplier. Hey, everyone, how you doing? It's Between the Bits with Kevin and Matt. Matt, how you doing? What have you been playing, Matt? What have you been playing?
Okay, so this is actually perfect because I warned you ahead of time. I'm about to eat major shit on something I said in the last video. Um,
I'm very excited.
so I got decently tipsy last night. By that I mean like pretty drunk and impulse bought Rise of the Ronin and holy shit,
Oh,
dude.
I was about to guess that one next.
Dude, it oh my god, that game is already my game of the year. Without
Let's
even
go.
yeah, that game's heat. It slaps.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that because I was definitely worried about it. People have been saying it's more of like a six, and you what would you give it so far?
So far I'd give it like 8, 8.5. Um,
Hmm.
I definitely don't regret spending the money, which usually with those impulse buys, within an hour or two, I'm already like, oh, I should not have done that. But so far I got it last night and I've already put like almost 10 hours in. So,
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
yeah, it my God, dude, this game is fucking insane.
So like, so from when to when? Like, how long did you play exactly? Like, you said you got it yesterday. You started like five to like 5 in the morning. Like what?
No, so I got it at like 1. No,
Mm,
I didn't get off till 1. God, so it must have been closer to 2. Then I played till 5 in the morning, and then I went to bed, woke back up around 11, and I've been playing it for the last almost 6 hours now.
I mean,
So,
hey, yeah, I can't even blame you there. I mean, it looks good, but it's
yeah.
just like the main thing that I was kind of worried about is it being like repetitive and a little bit of the graphics side of it. I'm not too much of a graphics person, but you know,
Honestly, I'm playing it on the PS5 with a 4K TV, and I think it looks perfectly fine. Uh,
yeah.
it the character customizer is fucking insane. It like you can
And
make your own hairstyles and everything.
And did you, I don't know if you said, but did you play the Neo games?
No, so I was actually talking to one of my friends that's playing Rise of the Ronin right now, and he was recommending, he was like, if you like this game, you definitely need to play those games because they're actually better. So
Hmm.
I think those are up next on my list. Because I owned the second one because I think it was like free at one point. I've just never
Yeah.
gotten around to playing.
I haven't gotten too far in it, but it's definitely interesting. It's different from like I said, I haven't gotten into it. The Ghost of Tsushima, would you say is still better than Rise of the Ronin? And would you say they're even comparable in the first place?
Okay, so here's the thing. Ghost of Tsushima is it's in my top 10 games of all time. And this game, even though I've got almost 10 hours in, I think it's probably a little too soon for me to say definitively which one I like better. I would say aesthetically and story-wise, I care more about Ghost of Tsushima, but actual gameplay-wise and like character customization-wise, uh Rise of the Ronin definitely trumps. So it's just it because I'm not gonna uninstall Ghost of Tsushima, but I'm also not gonna uninstall Rise of the Ronin. I'm just gonna probably they're gonna be games that they're like Red Dead where they just always stay on my hard drive, so every once in a while I can hop in for a few hours and just dick around depending on what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah. I'm the type of person to delete games if I don't play them for a while, but then get regret that and like download them back again. And
Yeah.
it's a cycle I go
No,
through
I definitely
constantly.
get that. Yeah.
Because like if it's a small game, like an indie game, I'm like, it doesn't, it's not even taking up that much space. I'll just keep it. But then when it comes to like Red Dead, it's like I don't even know how big it is. Is it like 80 or more? I
No,
think.
Red Dead I believe is 100. Hold on. I can check. I'm pretty sure it's like 120.
Mm.
Um
'Cause, yeah, those. Oh man, I like thinking about big game sizes. Call of Duty definitely comes to mind, and I haven't played a Call of Duty since like Cold War.
I know. Me and Abby went through this phase recently of getting really into Black Ops 2 and 3 zombies.
Yeah,
And even a little bit of Advanced Warfare. But I wanted to check out some of the newer ones, but then I look and the smallest one is like 180 gigabytes, and the biggest one is over 300 gigabytes. And it's like, dude, I'm not installing that. Like
because
that's
I don't know if you can just not download Warzone because that's a lot of it is because of Warzone. But like, I don't know if you can just get the game,
I
get like the multiplayer and the campaign.
I don't know, because up until I got Black Ops 3 recently, Advanced Warfare was the most recent game in the series I'd played. And Advanced Warfare is 21 gigabytes. And I see
Mm,
21 gigabytes, and then I see 180 to 300. Like,
yeah.
nah, I'll just stick with the older games. And Red Dead 2 is 110.9 gigabytes.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I definitely thought it was up there, but I didn't know how big. I don't even want to know how big Sticks is gonna be, dude. Oh my god, that's gonna be. Was there anything else you were playing? Is it just
yes.
that?
Yeah, so there's Rise. I've been playing a ton of UFC 5. I've got like 45 hours in that. Uh Sandland came out. That game slaps stupid. That game
Oh
is
yeah.
so much fun so far, which I'm only an hour into that one, so like it very easily could turn out to disappoint me later on, but so far it's just as good as I was expecting. Uh ooh. Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Hero, or Chronicle 100 Hero.
Oh, okay,
That
okay.
game I played, I like it, but it runs terribly on Switch. And I refuse to buy it on another console because I already spent $40 on it. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Hmm. Yeah, that's just the gamble of Switch these days. I hate that, but it's just true. If it's not like exclusive to the Switch, I'll definitely like get it somewhere else.
Yeah, and
Unless it doesn't look like a demanding game, you know. But even then, it's still a 50-50.
well, and I hate it too because it's like I want to play more stuff on my Switch because it's got the portability. I can literally just pick it up and go. And I play almost exclusively in handheld with my Switch. Like I very rarely keep it docked on the TV. Pretty much actually at this point the only time I've got it on the TV is if I'm recording YouTube videos on it. But I want games to be able to run on there, but as is, they just don't. And it's like, okay, I guess I will have to start buying these games that I want to play on other consoles.
Yeah. That's where a Steam Deck would come in handy, I think.
Yeah,
But I think in the group, is it Eric and Meg? They both have one.
they both have one.
Yeah,
I
each.
almost cracked and bought myself one with my tax refunds this year, but I ended
Mm,
up getting Abby a Quest 3 instead.
yeah.
Which in
I mean,
hindsight, fantastic decision. That makes the Quest 2 honestly look like a piece of shit.
I was about to say, like, I think that that's the better decision
Yeah.
because I've seen some gameplay of the three, and I do kind of want it, but like at the same time, I already don't use my VR, and I don't have the room for it, so it doesn't make sense for me. But like, you know, it definitely looks cool
Oh yeah. Now, if you
for
had your
sure.
own place and you actively used it more, I would definitely say like get it, but uh for someone like you, I'd probably just wait on it at
Yeah,
least until like a price reduction or something.
yeah. That this reminds me of the Apple Vision Pro compared
Oh
to
my
like the
god.
Quest, the Quest 3 to the Apple Vision Pro. Like the price difference with what you're getting out of the Quest 3 to the Apple is like night and day. I don't know how people are getting suckered into buying the Apple one.
It's 6 times the price, and I have yet to see what games actually run on it.
Like
Does
I
it
think there's
have
a
any games?
subscription. I don't think so. I mean, unless it's like Apple games. Apple mobile games or something. I don't even know if it has a controller with it. So how would you?
Yeah, I dog $3,000 for
Yeah.
for a headset. Do you
It's
realize
like,
like you could just build your own gaming PC and buy an
mm,
actual PC VR headset for that same price, and you'd
yeah,
still probably save $300 to $500?
exactly. Um,
I don't know what
when
they
it
were thinking.
when it comes to the Quest 3, have you used like the cameras on the outside to like just walk around with it and
Yes.
pull up videos and stuff like that? I'm pretty sure the Apple one does that too, but like again, the price difference and they both do the same thing. I'm a bit uneducated in this because I'm not interested in VR technology as much, but
Yeah.
anyone in the comments wants to like tell us the benefits of having an Apple Vision Pro,
Yeah,
please do.
please feel free to do that. I promise I will not be in there making fun of you. I swear it. You know what? I
Well,
definitely won't be making fun of anyone defending the Apple Vision Pro. So go. Go and not get made fun of.
go on, go on.
Yeah.
You can do it. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's a safe
We'll
space.
only whisper behind your back a little bit. You know, gotta let it out. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just don't see the point in it.
No.
People just have too much money these days. And then the Cybertruck, dude. Have you seen the stuff on that?
I've seen like exclusively I get these like these spam TikTok things that will pop up on like Instagram or Twitter and stuff like that, and it's always just people like dancing in front of them and shit. Like I've never actually seen someone driving it.
I haven't seen those type of videos. I've been exclusively seeing videos of it not working or it just not doing what it's supposed to do, what a car is supposed to do. Like if something happens with the software inside of it, you just can't drive it because the touchscreen has the gear shifter on it or
Yeah.
one of the touch screens. I think there's like two, but like you just can't drive it. You just can't even open the door without the phone app. Like, or no, I don't think that's true. I saw like a video from Drew Gooden, and he said in the winter, like since the like on the regular Tesla, in the winter the door handles they are like they sink into the car itself. So like in the winter when it freezes, you just can't open it, but they did a software update and you can now open it with your phone. And that's just like, why are you making this problem to be fixed later on? You know?
Yeah. That's my
And
problem with Tesla too. Like they just released you can pay $12,000 to get a software where your car it's like I forget the what it actually is called, but it's like full driving or something like that. And the car will fully drive itself for $12,000 on top of the normal vehicle price. But get this,
uh,
it doesn't work. 85% of people that paid that $12,000 end up turning it off when they drive.
so wait, is that the I'm thinking I've heard of it. Is it foundation fee or something like that?
Something like that. It's like full drive or full
Because
uh
like I was saying in Drew's video, he was talking about this foundation fee that was like 20,000 extra.
no, it wasn't that. I
No.
literally just saw something about this earlier today. 'Cause I don't keep up with Tesla like that because I think they're kind of joke cars. Like
Yeah.
they're made out of plastic. If you get into a crash, you're fucked.
Yeah, it's especially the Cybertruck. They're definitely status symbols more than anything, and I see them so often. I'm like, it's kind of crazy, but I do understand the appeal. It's like okay, think of like Eric's dog. Yeah, like think of Dexter.
Oh
I
my.
like hanging around Dexter in certain time periods. I don't want to be around him all the time. I'm like a dog uncle. You don't want to be you don't want to be in the Tesla all the time. You just like seeing it. You like stepping in it, and just looking at everything it can do. But once you get on the onto the road, you just kind of want to go back to your whatever other car.
Oh yeah. I
I
have you
it,
actually seen one in person?
Yes, multiple times. Like I said, they come in all the time at work. I work at a Goodwill, by the way, and they just like when people bring donations in, a lot of the time, they're in some type of Tesla. I say like 30% of the time, I
That's
see a Tesla.
crazy to me.
30 or maybe a little bit higher, but I don't know. Like I don't know, four
I
cars,
I do
maybe.
know, like when I was working at the one store nearby there, uh I I seem to recall us having gotten a lot of Teslas as well, and it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know, maybe we just are in a ritzier part of town because I know downtown is not like that at all. Like
Yeah, they have definitely nicer cars or like nice cars downtown, but it depends.
they yeah, for every one of those though, there's also like I don't know. Downtown I since moving to like an actual big city, I'm realizing like downtown kind of sucked.
Hmm. Oh man.
And I'm trying to like and I'm trying to intentionally not say where for the sake of like anonymity, but yeah, it just man, there's like a weird amount of ritzy people in those parts.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know because I just see a lot of I see older people. Like I'll say that because I think that's the reason. Like they're just trying to, get something good for themselves because they probably been working a long time for it. But at the same time, I see a lot of younger people too. So I don't know. It's just it's kind of all over the place. And you know what type of car I drive, so it's like
Yeah. I meant to ask, does
because
it
like
still work? Because I remember you trying to take other Kevin to do something and you saying that it just fully stopped working.
uh, and, and it's like before I got it, I had no idea this was even a thing. Like this was ever like a name Chevy had ever uh made, I guess you would say. It says it's very old, like it's old enough to have like the crank windows. So it's yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like I prefer it over some of these newer cars because like I have a gear shift, man. Like I know like
Oh,
I'm
I'll
not
never
gonna
get a
switch
car
it
with
on the high.
yeah.
Yeah, either like I mean gear shift I'm okay with. It's great. It's muscle memory. I know what I'm doing without having to look down. Touchscreen definitely would get into a crash at some point.
Yeah, dude, that's such a dumb decision.
I know touchscreens they've been doing recently. Knobs, I'm like at this point, if it's not a touchscreen, I'm okay. Like if I get a knob gear shifter or like the button one, I haven't seen many cars with a button gear shifter, but the knob one I'd probably be the most okay with if I didn't have or didn't I couldn't get yeah, it's just the knob one. People say like, oh, you're going to change the volume, you're gonna push that. I feel like it's a bigger knob. It's like you have to press the brake to change it
It's
too.
lower.
So
It's
yeah.
also lower than the volume. You really got to be like kind of fucked up if you confuse the two.
Yeah, honestly, if you accidentally somehow switch gears in the middle of driving, then maybe you shouldn't even be driving.
Yeah.
I don't, at that point, but yeah, it's just it's crazy. And I don't know how they're going to like continue innovating because I feel like the main thing behind cars these days is that since they're putting one out every year, they need to put something new into each one. And they're running out, you know? That's why they have touchscreens, that's why they have doorknobs that are inside the car.
I
They're
think
trying to just bloat it, I guess.
and hear me out here cuz it's kind of a crazy idea. Maybe if they stopped focusing so much on trying to put out a new model every year and
Hmm.
instead focused on putting out actually better models, maybe cars would sell better. Which
That's true.
granted, I mean, it's not like this isn't working for them. You know, just like there's people that every single year get a new iPhone, there's people that every single year get the new Jeep or get the new Nissan or whatever, you know, like
But just like imagine having that much money, you can just buy another car every year.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane to think of.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, honestly, if I ever came into contact with that much money, I'd probably do the same. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh my God, your spending addiction would like be fucked.
Oh my God. No, honestly, it'd be funnier if like if I kept this same car I have now, but I just bought like sealed copies of Mario for like $300,000 or something.
Bro,
Like
I
just like
thank you for bringing that up. That's another thing. I just saw a video talking about how much of a scam those sealed copies are. It's
Mm,
literally like this whole internal market where the same people uh that seal and rank games are the same people that will go and they'll buy the same copy of the game for like $300,000 or like $1 million. That $1.5
mhm.
million Mario that sold got bought by one of the owners of the company that graded it. And so the whole thing is this giant scam to make it seem like, oh, there are people out here that will pay money for our sealed copies. So go
Hmm.
ahead and buy it.
Exactly. Exactly. I forget what they're called. I think it was a
Mm-hmm.
auctions or
Mm-hmm.
it was a VGA. Heritage auctions.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, I know VGA is a big one, and I just like I have sealed games.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take like a video of them, but I have some because I think they're cool to see because I saw some at a convention once. One this Inuyasha game I got for $20. It's sealed in sealed condition. It's worth almost 100. Got it for 20. I was like, that's pretty cool. I just put that on my shelf. I put in a little protective case and everything. And I
Yeah,
think it's cool just to have them, but to have them in this acrylic case, so I don't even have the option to open it up later, is just weird to me.
I know. I know. That's my big thing.
Yeah,
I just
I
don't
don't know. It's
understand
just
it.
like with some things I understand, like cards, grading cards. I kind of understand it a little bit. It's like it's not ever gonna get messed up or anything. You're not gonna destroy it when it's in that acrylic. And I have like some acrylic cases, but I haven't graded anything. And I want to just to have one, but at the same time I'm like I don't want to be like one of those people that only cares about the value of it, not like the thing itself.
Well, also, you gotta think if you get something graded and it turns out to be expensive as fuck, whatever company grades it for you is gonna take, I think it's like 15% of the value out of your pocket.
I just remember when it was super huge to like do these videos unboxing your graded games and like,
Yeah.
oh, did I get it in a 9.7 or a 9.8? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I don't wanna say those people are wrong. I mean, that's their items. Those are their collectibles. They should be able to express that like excitement for these things.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't think they're doing it for the right reason. But at the same time, I'm not the type to say or not in a
Yeah.
position to say anything about it.
I mean,
Just kind of
definitely
strange.
do whatever you want to do with the stuff you own. I'm not trying to discourage anyone. I just, for me personally, I think it's a scam. And I do tend to get annoyed at people that do it only in the cases where they're like, oh, mine's better than yours because mine is great. It's like, yeah, some company like made up that value, right?
Yeah.
Like that value
Yeah.
before that company existed, that value did not exist.
Honestly, I feel like the seal talk would go great if we wait for Eric, but there's some things I want to say for that.
Yeah, we
Um,
can have him chime in on that as well in the next episode. Okay, well, Uh, we, as much as I love talking about sealed games and figures, I feel like it would be best if we save that for the next episode when Eric will be here with us. How you feel about that, Kevin?
True, true.
Yes, sir.
I think that's a good plan, buddy. I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, we definitely didn't rehearse this before. Definitely not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not.
Okay, well, this has been the second episodes of sorry. I stuttered through all that. This has been the second episode of Between the Bits cast. Uh this is no longer the grand return. This is just the grand continuing. Uh we're yeah. All right, Kevin, you can wrap
Yeah,
up.
don't worry, buddy. Don't worry, buddy. You gotta breathe, man. You gotta breathe.
I'm
It's
trying,
okay.
man. I'm trying. I'm getting scared, man.
Boo! Get him off the step, boo! They're throwing tomatoes at you, man. You gotta dodge, man.
I, I I'm
Dodge.
not good at dodging. I don't have good depth perception.
Oh my God. Oh no, they're pelting with tomatoes, the humanity.
Oh, I don't even like tomatoes like that. They're fake fruit.
Ah. I mean it. Oh my God. That reminds me of Tomatoes plan. Yeah, guys, remember, comment down below what you want us to talk about next time if you have any suggestions. And this has been Between the Bits. Remember to stay between the bits.
Bits. Bits. Bits.